What's going on, fellow ghosts, gamerheads, anime nerds, and renegades? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Raven37 Actual, aka Raven37 Act Fool. 2 zeros, not O's, aka Mr. O Miles in the chat, aka Raven. And tonight, I'm back with another doubleheader. We still on the Impatient album. We revisiting all the songs, and I believe these are the last two songs that we haven't recovered, and I selected to react to them together because in my opinion these are the two most if I could in a word describe them as braggadocious. I guess you could say, like, look at me, I'm here, I'm big, I'm this, I'm that. Like, these videos to me very much made that statement, that sort of announcement of arrival. And so yeah, today we're gonna take a look at Tarantula and Instigator. And big shouts out to Scorpio. She did point me towards a version of Mason jars. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but she did point me to a very interesting, I will say, what looks to be an interesting version of Mason jars that I want to check out with you guys. But we will do that on the next video. I was going to do it on this video, but I decided on these two videos. But next video, I do the Skinner Brothers released a song called Chop Gooey about 2 days ago. So we'll listen to Skinner Brothers, and we'll also listen to Ren and Chris Webby as a little, like, kind of token tribute to former and present Ren collaborators. But as far as today, if you're new to the channel, typically what I try to do is I play two songs and I offer my thoughts, insights, and commentary based off of relativity to my own life, and I try to offer up any analysis of the lyrics that I can, and I ask you guys for your opinions on both the music and my analysis. So with that being said, if you took any amount of time to watch this video or any of my other videos, y'all already know, thank you very much for watching. But we about to go ahead and dive into the first song, which is obviously it's on the screen. You can see the leg, it's a tarantula. But yeah, like I said, both of these songs were, to me, very much Ren and Chris Webby's way of, like, announcing, like, we here, this is us, you know, like, we big, we bold, we loud, we off kilter, but this who we is, and you just gotta accept it, kind of shit. So without further ado, let's hit Tarantula. If I can get my shit together, hold on, here we go.
Tarantula, gang, right from the stereo. Gargantuan, goddamn fit for a burial. A cannula from my wrist, sick material. A chronically ill, sound for your area. I just let go, there's a crack in my design. Like an echo, these thoughts replay in my mind. There's no safety, there's no rest, there's no sleep for the dead. And I hate these side effects that get left by the man. I got the...
Ain't that the truth though? Like, the fucking medicines we be taking, well, I can only speak for the medicines that I'm prescribed, but sometimes the side effects of the medicines, or like going through withdrawals from the medications, be worse than the shit you was originally dealing with. And it's also really a slippery slope, because you never go to the doctor and they're like, okay, we're going to give you less medicine. you tell them what's going on, and somehow the prescription list gets longer and longer. So the side effects obviously going to increase as well. But I want to go back and listen to the beginning of Ren's verse, because one thing I can say about this album is that even though it has been hip hoppy in a lot of places, Ren has been really singing his ass off on a lot of these songs. And this, he caught me by surprise on the beginning of this one as well. But I want to try to catch a little bit more of the lyrics. But yeah, he shout out to Ren and Chris, but because I feel like Ren steps his game up when he feels propelled to that level. So you got to give shouts out to Chris for, making him feel like taking his art to the next level. So definitely a dope collab.
You look gang right from the stereo. Look at you and goddamn fit for a burial. Look can you look from my wrist sick material. Look chronically ill sound for your area. I just let go. There's a crack in my design. Like an echo, these thoughts replay in my mind. There's no safety, there's no rest, there's no sleep for the dead. And I hate these side effects that get left by the man. I got the devil on my shoulder, and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure and I might crash. And so they say that my persona has a tendency to come so undone that, and my identity is stuck inside this white room I painted black.
That was a cool little transition they did right there. I want to hear that part again. That was really cool.
I got the devil on my shoulder, and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure and I might crash. And so they say that my persona has a tendency to come so undone that, and my identity is stuck inside this white room I painted black. Tarantula, bang bang.
Shouts out to Ren and Chris for letting that shit crawl all over them. One of the commenters, I can't remember who exactly. I think it might have been Scorchy or it might have been Kathleen, but somebody was like, they didn't know that tarantulas were poisonous and that it was not defanged when they allowed it to crawl all over them. So big shouts out to them. It's still a brave thing to do, even in my opinion, if you don't know that it's been defanged, because I just don't fuck with nothing that crawl that low to the ground. But that's just me, you know. But yeah, for the sake of the art and everything, and then the tarantula crawl all on their heads, big shouts out, because that's like some fear factor type shit for me. But going back to Chris Webby's verse, at the end of it, he says, and my identity is trapped inside this white room that I painted black, and is basically under the notion that what he started the verse with when he said, I got this burden, I got the devil on my shoulder and a burden on my back, and it's weighing down on me, sort of. I'm paraphrasing now, but I might crack. And I feel like anybody who suffers from substance abuse issues or has like psychiatric issues can definitely relate to the weight of their own mind on their own psyche, because I know mine weighs on me heavily, and it's a constant battle. But we have different coping mechanisms. You know, some of us hold ourselves off, like paint ourselves into a room, or some of us get loud and emotional and let the world know and wear that shit on our sleeves. It just depends on the kind of person you are. But at the end of the day, what's universal is that we all kind of got that devil on our shoulder, and it's just like with like a recovering alcoholic, fighting that devil on your shoulder is a daily battle. And every day you get up and decide not to let that devil win, and you know, that's a win. Sometimes you don't win though. And that's when you could call yourself cracking or whatever, but everybody cracks. That's, the number one rule of what they, apparently what they say in interrogation is everybody breaks, which implies that under a certain amount of stress for an indeterminate amount of time, everybody will crack. And I think that's true. No matter how strong you are, everybody has a limit. So just know that what you're feeling, the pressure you're feeling, the intensity of the pressure is unique to you, but the feeling of battling with the negative aspects of yourself is not. Everybody does it. Some of us are more successful than others, but it's not just you. So in that, just know that well, I try to look at it as this is something we're all working on together. I know that's not the reality, but it makes it a little bit easier for me. You guys let me know how y'all cope with y'all um inner demons and things like that down in the comments. Especially when it gets really really dark and you're in that vulnerable place where you might actually listen to them. Let me know how y'all deal with it down in the comments.
Contract on muscular. I'm venomous, brain fangs right to your jugular. Cutting your brains on the rug and your blood on the comforter. Part of me's Peter Parker, but bust my guns like the Punisher. I'm a rabbit arachnid, I'm trapping them in the web. Then I wrap them up like a package for afterwards in the shed. I'm carnivorous in the blood of these rappers. Is how I'm fed. To live a death like Dexter, dark as the passenger in my head. And they know I'm a killer on the low. Patient 00. Fuck a cheat code. My ammo's unlimited. I only stop when I gotta reload. I'm 20 below and the blood in me frozen. I painted this room only color I know. Yeah, I painted it black. It was dark as my soul. So fuck it, let's go. I got the devil on my shoulder.
He said one thing. He was like, my ammo's unlimited. Don't gotta reload. I feel like if there's anything that you're pursuing, and you know, at the simultaneously you are fighting those demons, like you said, you got that devil on your shoulder. That's the way you gotta approach it. Like, the only thing I can really equate it to with my personal life is like content creation. Is always some kind of content I can appear or I can envision myself making, and that gives me inspiration to continue making content. So, just know, that's just sort of the mindset you have to maintain if you want to succeed at anything. You have to have the fortitude to be able to withstand all the haters and the naysayers and shit like that. But at the same time, the biggest hater, critic, or naysayer that you gonna have to fight off is the one up here, or that devil on your shoulder, whatever. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, again, everybody's circumstance is unique, but the struggle is universal. So you're not alone.
And the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure and I might crack. And so they say that my persona
has a tendency to
come so undone that
and my identity is
stuck inside this white room I painted black. Whoa, back to back, you can't catch that flow. Counteract upon price that blow. Chiropractic, bass, snapping, fat base, gymnastic, mash it up, massive, bro. Casual, this shit easy, G. Ride the beat, come on, you know me. Designed to be the best, need the best to test me. Watch me rise up victoriously. Yeah, we back on that loose again. Representing that loony bin. Give a fuck if I lose or win when that spider bite go right through the skin. Then I'm hit when I strike the vein. Got a monster locked up inside my brain. And wrestle with them's like fighting Bane. But I know that part of me likes the pain. Like a masochist spider biting.
Yeah, he said, and then Ren followed it up. He said, part of it, fighting is like fighting Bane, but I keep on doing it, so I must like pain. And Ren followed it up with like, I'm a masochist, and that's sort of, it's sort of relatable to me. Being a disillusioned yet still hopeless romantic person. Like, I've had enough bad experiences in relationships to be disillusioned by the aspect of finding that person for me. I know a lot of people are lucky enough to find that person. I just don't know if it's in the cards for me, but still a hopeless romantic. You know what I mean? I love love, and I love seeing people have love and be able to attain that. And, is something that makes me happy. The idea of it makes me happy, but at the same time, there's that cognitive dissonance of I really enjoy this thing, but I know that it's not in the cards for me. So it's something that I have to sort of battle with balancing my relationships with people and the want for connection with sustaining my own personal like safety bubble of defense mechanisms. I don't know. It's a really weird balance, but I find that they in this song have definitely displayed uh several aspects of like the human condition that I've said several times throughout this video are universal. One just uh being constantly under assault by the dark side of you and having that devil on the shoulder, and also just the fact that we're all just one bad day away from, you know, having that dark side win, and it's just is a constant fight. So I think this song is really highly illustrative of that, and it's also Ren and Chris owning that very much. So like, yeah, I'm unique. Yeah, I might be called odd. Yeah, this might not be what you call typical, but this us. So deal with it. And even going from like the reggae sort of slow beat to the like EDM sort of house music at the end of the song is very much unique. Like you don't really hear that kind of transition in many songs, but for them, it was what they decided to do, and they switched their flows up, and both of them went really well with the beat. I feel like so. Big props to them. I'm gonna rewind a little bit because I was yapping. We only got a few more seconds left in the song, but yeah, just my thoughts.
Act upon price top low. Chiropractic by snapping fat base gymnastic, mash it up massive, bro. Casual, this shit easy, G. Ride the beat, come on, you know me. Designed to be the best, need the best to test me. Watch me rise up victoriously. Yeah, we back on that loose again. Representing that loony bin. Give a fuck if I lose or win when that spider bite go right through the skin. Then I'm hit when I strike the vein. Got a monster locked up inside my brain. And wrestle with them's like fighting Bane, but I know that part of me likes the pain. Like a masochist, spider biting, antagonist, biting, sighting, paralysis, vital signs of a pathogen. Striking deep in the artery, Peter Parker, but dark as the black and bruise on the mark. I leave random web is still spread, you see. Got time to kill, murder on my mind. I'll give your spine a chill. Show up in Silent Hill, bumping twisted metal behind the wheel. We pose a threat, pulling you under. Hope you can hold your breath and kill them all until there's no one left. Tarantula.
That was dope because the song name is Tarantula, and it seemed like Ren made a lot of in the final verse. It seemed like Ren made a lot of references to Spider-Man, and then Chris Webby inversely made a lot of references to Silent Hill. So that was definitely a really cool way to end this. Yeah, that was the end of the song. I thought that was a really cool sort of inclusion into the song to add to the recognizability of what they were talking about. But at the end of the day, yeah, just a very unique, and I feel I wouldn't call it like odd, but I will say that it seemed like they went to great lengths to make Tarantula stand out as a song, and in my opinion, they succeeded with the tempo of the song, the vocals, the lyrics, and also the transition at the end of the song to the house music sort of beat. Definitely was attention grabbing, and also was like I said, like an announcement of arrival for Ren and Chris Webby. But you guys let me know what you thought of Tarantula and my breakdown or my analysis of it down in the comments. Sometimes I get these things a little wrong, but I can only base it off of my own personal experience, like I said, and plus I do not script these videos. So whatever you're hearing genuinely for the first time right here, right now. But with that being said, you guys let me know what you thought of Tarantula and my analysis down in the comments, and we're gonna move on to the second video, which is Instigator. This was probably like the second or third song we listened to from the Impatient album. That's not the right song. It's a banger, but it's just not the right song. All right, but here we go. Instigator with Ren and Chris Webby. Let's get it.
Sell $1 for a dime. Watch the world collapse. I'm driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Staring to the sun in times of peace, I'll go to war. Instigator. 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 Steady with it, like machete with it, heavy with it, shred and kill it.
But wait a minute, I already did it.
Webby did it. Welcome to the clinic, I'm a surgeon cutting lyrics and raising spirits in this motherfucker. Step to the rhythm, shovel, treble and bass. This culture is a breeding ground for my mistakes. I pray for a better way to waste my time. Don't wait until tomorrow when I take what's mine. Cold and calculated, that's the instigator. Not intimidated, I'm a force of nature. Fate dictates a place where the penny will drop. Heads roll, calm and let the guillotine chop.
See, he said, in that one part, he said, I'm a force of nature. And that, goes back to what I said, like both of these songs were very much like, we here, this us, like we announcing ourselves, like we've arrived type shit. And it definitely, it gives me that sort of vibe, especially like when Ren comes in, he says, sell $1 for a dime. Watch the world collapse. That's it's just it's a strange time we live in type shit. But no, it is a crazy world we living in, and it's a lot of that particularly going on. Economics in the world is a scary thing right now. It's very interesting to see all this take place and realize like you're at a windfall point in history where shit could go dynamically in one direction or one in another. But to point that out in a song where you pretty much just amping yourself up, I feel like it's really socially conscious and also just lets the listener know that this music is about me. Yes, this music is about us. We are announcing ourselves, but our music is still about us. It's about all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like and to me, that's what it says. So I think being inclusive like that with the lyrics and also at the same time making yourself stand out takes real talent. So big shout out to Ren for that.
Sell $1 for a dime. Watch the world collapse. I'm driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Staring to the sun in times of peace, I'll go to war. Instigator.
Fucking pig mask, man.
Instigator.
Yeah.
Instigator.
Meds pop, dreadlocked in, you could get got. Light a cig with the dead eye for the headshot. Feds watch, we the sickest puppies in the pet shop.
They ain't fucking with the sick boy in the web truck.
Hell nah, we them whack jobs with the mice for strike first, the attack dogs. We ignite wars, run things from a dark cell. Let the psych ward choke them to death with the mic cord. See, I went to battle in Athens. I spilled the blood of Olympus, stepped through the ashes of castles and torn asunder. My critics, they'll read me on a hieroglyphics with King Tut as my witness, then turned and murdered them for witnessing like government business. Don't give a fuck about riches, the power, money, your bitches. There ain't a thing I got in common with the one of you bitches. I just want blood on the fucking blade that I stuck in you bitches, and get a workout shovel in the grave I dug for you bitches. Well,
Sell $1 for.
One part about that verse or that wave he did was he said I went to battle in Athens, and he said I did some other things, but I noticed that it was all actions being performed in front of people or entities of power. And he said it turned around and knocked off the pharaoh for witnessing the business and stuff like that. So there's definitely that element of like fuck the establishment while they simultaneously announce themselves. Like you see them going to this meet where the shady fucking suits are trying to sign them and shit and offer some weird fucking legally he's contracted probably, you know, snatches like 70% of their royalties or something. It's just a bad look, and you can tell by how they react to the offer that and they ain't fucking with it. So yeah, is it was very much a fitting allegory, both visually and lyrically, from Webby's verse to what's going on in the video right now. But y'all let me know what y'all thought of that. We'll listen to it again just so y'all can hear it. But let me know what y'all think of this part.
The blood of Olympus step through with them.
Yeah.
Hell nah, we done whack jobs with the mice fours. Strike first, the attack dogs. We ignite wars, run things from a dark cell. Let the psych ward choke them to death with the mic cord. See, I went to battle in Athens. I spilled the blood of Olympus. Stepped through the ashes of castles and torn asunder. My critics, they'll read me on a hieroglyphics with King Tut as my witness. Then turned and murdered them for witnessing like government business. Don't give a fuck about riches, the power, money, your bitches. There ain't a thing I got in common with the one of you bitches. I just want blood on the fucking blade that I stuck in you bitches. And get a workout shovel in the grave I dug for you bitches. Well,
Sell $1 for a dime. Watch the world collapse. I'm driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Staring to the sun in times of peace, I'll go to war. Instigator, sweet defeat, the sweetest wine.
And kidney shot ain't no
Pick
joke.
your poison from the vine.
Plenty to choose from.
Win or losing, I don't mind. I just came to see all of it falling apart, and I watch as it burns. Instigator. Oi. Instigator.
Whooped all their ass.
Instigator.
And we'll take this, of course.
Instigator.
Come on, man. Yeah, right. You just swung. If I would have...
I was bobbing and
You would've
weaving.
what? You would've what, huh?
I could see in his eyes he was scared.
Yeah. Terrified.
Oh, I still got this.
There you go.
all guards report in now. This is not a fucking drill.
So everybody gather round. It's the greatest show in town. And when the voices get too loud, just come on down.
Welcome to the madhouse.
Boom. Well, yep. Instigator, just another super, what's the word I want to say? Prolific, not really. It's a super, you could say antagonistic, but at the same time, it's very much a pronouncement of a video. Like, we doing this shit ourselves. This our art. We're not gonna let it be shaped by the way of the world or the culture of, like he said it, man. He said, "Fuck the money and the fame and all of that shit. We doing this shit because we love making music." And that's, what music I feel like really needs, because it's so easy for a record label to just drop a couple $1 million in front of somebody and say, "Hey, crank out shit music that people listen to," and people will do it. So to have people that are unwilling to sacrifice their morals and their principles, but are still wanting to break barriers in the artistry space, deserve much respect from me and you and everybody else. And yeah, just two really dope hip hop songs. I feel like that went a long way towards announcing exactly who are Ren and Chris Webby and what is Impatient as an album. And just due to that dynamic that they've had this album has had such a meteoric rise. Like even that Tarantula video I seen was posted 2 weeks ago and it's at 1 million views already. So with that being said, you know, we just made it 1,000,001. But yeah, man, they deserve it. Shout out to Chris Webby, shout out to Ren. They deserve everything they get, man. Ren really picked some great partners to collab with. We got a new chinchilla video that I plan on checking out on the channel. But yeah, look for the Mason Jars re-edit and also Chop Gooey on the next video. But for now, y'all guys know what time it is, man. If you tuned into the video for any amount of time, you already know. I appreciate the shit out of you. If you enjoy the content for whatever reason, definitely recommend you hit that sub button, turn on your notifications, click that bell, make sure it's turned on so you know the next time I drop another video, making sure or go live. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and wish all you guys a safe, happy, healthy morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is when you're seeing this. And if you enjoyed the video, then click on one of these videos over here, spend some more time with your boy. But for now, you guys stay safe, stay frosty. I'll catch all y'all on the flip side. Till next time, Actual out.